Rising from the core of downtown Miami is a transformative project that promises to do far more than change the city's skyline. It's designed to reshape how communities interact, move, and feel connected. With sweeping arches that reach for the sky, a nighttime light show that turns infrastructure into performance, and a mission rooted in urban healing, the Miami Signature Bridge is more than a feat of engineering. It's a bold statement of purpose. At its core, this project aims to reconnect neighborhoods long divided by highways and create something truly iconic, an emblem of a forward-thinking, united Miami. Miami's need for reconnection. To understand why this bridge matters so deeply, we have to look back. In the 1960s, the construction of the original I-395 cut straight through the heart of Miami, slicing through neighborhoods like Overtown, a historic black community known for its rich culture and heritage. Elevated concrete infrastructure, physically divided communities, dismantled social networks, and catalyzed decades of economic underdevelopment. This wasn't unique to Miami. Across the United States, mid-century highways were often laid through minority neighborhoods. But in Miami, the consequences were stark and enduring. Generations later, the scars remain visible in disconnected streets, struggling local economies, and the absence of communal gathering spaces. Today, the state and local governments are attempting to right those wrongs through an ambitious plan known as Connecting Miami, spearheaded by the Florida Department of Transportation in coordination with the Greater Miami Expressway Agency. This initiative merges three massive infrastructure upgrades under one coordinated mission. It involves the complete reconstruction of I-395, significant improvements to a 1.4-mile stretch of State Road 836, better known as the Dolphin Expressway, and the modernization of the I-95 Midtown Interchange. The centerpiece of this triad is the Miami Signature Bridge, an architectural and symbolic cornerstone that is intended to do more than move vehicles. It is meant to move people physically and emotionally toward a more inclusive and unified future. The bridge is art and infrastructure. Designed with inspiration drawn from Miami's deep connection to water, the Signature Bridge has been nicknamed the Fountain for its dramatic, flowing form. The structure will span 1,025 feet across Northeast 2nd Avenue and Biscayne Boulevard and will feature 6 massive arches, the tallest of which will rise to an impressive 330 feet and stretch 650 feet wide. The arches are not just structural but sculptural, meant to evoke the image of water sprays frozen in midair, a nod to both the city's coastal identity and its cultural vibrancy. The design comes from the collaboration between Donald McDonald Architects and HER Engineering, combining architectural artistry with technical excellence. What makes this bridge even more distinctive is its plan to light up the city skyline with programmable LED lighting that can display vivid, dynamic animations. These lights will allow the bridge to come alive at night, celebrating everything from holidays and sporting events to cultural festivals. In doing so, the bridge becomes a living, breathing part of Miami's identity, never static, always changing with the life of the city it serves. Innovation beneath the surface. Beneath the bridge's elegant silhouette lies an impressive array of engineering innovations. The bridge will use a cable-stayed system where high-tension steel cables support the roadway from the arches, eliminating the need for numerous vertical supports. This not only gives the bridge a clean, open look, but also preserves space at ground level for a key component of the project, a sprawling public park. Each cable contains between 19 and 55 individual steel strands, providing critical structural strength to resist Miami's coastal winds and the powerful forces brought on by hurricanes. At the heart of the structure is a massive central pier that required over 5,000 cubic yards of concrete and more than 1.7 million pounds of steel reinforcement. Given the geotechnical challenges of Miami's sandy and waterlogged soil, engineers installed over 2,000 deep auger cast piles to anchor the bridge securely. These piles stretch as deep as 134 feet and are 3 feet in diameter. The low-vibration drilling method was specifically chosen to reduce noise and impact in a dense urban environment. Equally groundbreaking is the use of precast concrete segments for the bridge's arches. A total of 345 segments, each weighing around 90 tons, are fabricated off-site for enhanced precision and quality control. These giant blocks are then transported, aligned, and post-tensioned to form the bridge's graceful arching forms. This segmented construction method accelerates the project timeline, reduces disruption to nearby residents, and ensures a high-quality finish. Adding to the technical marvel is a fleet of specialized construction equipment, including a colossal 488-foot gantry crane, used to lift and position beams and pier caps. This machinery plays a crucial role not only in the bridge itself, but also in the concurrent upgrades to the Dolphin Expressway and I-95 interchange. State Road 836 will feature a new double-deck segment to streamline the flow of express and local traffic, while a 1.6-mile portion of I-95 is receiving a full concrete pavement replacement to improve long-term durability and performance. Beyond cars, the Underdeck Public Park, perhaps the most human-centric aspect of the signature bridge project, lies not above but below. Underneath the sweeping arches, where once there were shadows and dead zones, a 33-acre linear park called the Underdeck will emerge. Designed to reconnect the surrounding neighborhoods of Overtown, downtown Miami, Almy, and Edgewater, this green space will be home to walking and biking paths, recreational areas, event stages, public art installations, and a cultural corridor known as the Heritage Trail. The trail will honor Miami's diverse communities and layered history, turning the once divisive I-395 corridor into a place of memory, celebration, and community engagement. The city of Miami received a $60 million federal grant to help realize this part of the vision, which is expected to dramatically elevate the quality of life in the area. Project scope and timeline. The total cost of the Connecting Miami initiative now sits at approximately $840 million, with the Florida Department of Transportation contributing around $556 million and the Greater Miami Expressway Agency pitching in an additional $186 million. Though originally scheduled for completion by 2024, the project has encountered several unavoidable setbacks. The global COVID-19 pandemic, labor shortages, and supply chain disruptions significantly slowed progress, pushing the anticipated completion date to late 2027. To minimize disruption during this extended timeline, the project is being executed in phases. The westbound section of I-395, which includes 4 of the 6 signature arches, is slated to open by late 2026 or early 2027. The remaining eastbound lanes and the full Underdeck Park will follow thereafter. Controversies and community concerns. Despite the grandeur of its design and the promise of community renewal, the project has not been without controversy. One of the earliest criticisms focused on the selection process for the bridge's design. Some residents and civic leaders argued that public feedback was not adequately considered and that the design chosen may have prioritized aesthetics over community needs. Broader critiques have questioned the strategic direction of the investment itself. In a city increasingly choked by traffic and facing environmental challenges, many wonder whether the hundreds of millions of dollars might have been better spent expanding public transportation networks, such as light rail or rapid transit, instead of reinforcing car dependency. As construction progresses, traffic congestion and road closures have added frustration to an already gridlocked commuting experience. Additionally, like many large-scale infrastructure projects, the signature bridge has faced escalating costs. Originally projected at $800 million, the budget has since grown to $840 million, largely due to inflationary pressures, delays, and supply issues. Still, supporters of the project argue that these growing pains are a small price to pay for the long-term benefits it will provide. The benefits of connectivity and culture. Those benefits, once realized, could be transformative. Traffic flow across I-395 will improve dramatically with expanded lanes and more efficient ramps connecting to I-95. Local roads will be redesigned for easier access, making it simpler for residents and commuters to navigate one of the city's most important transportation corridors. At the same time, the urban park beneath the bridge promises to knit together communities once torn apart by freeway construction, offering a space where people from all backgrounds can gather, relax, and enjoy the city together. The bridge will also serve as a new cultural icon for Miami, lighting up the skyline and becoming a destination in its own right. By combining infrastructure with artistry and engineering with emotion, the project reflects a growing global trend. Cities investing in infrastructure that not only functions well, but looks and feels inspiring. In the long run, this bold investment could yield benefits not only in mobility, but in tourism, economic development, and civic pride. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Miami's ambitious signature bridge project. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more stories about groundbreaking infrastructure, urban design, and the future of our cities, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Got thoughts on the signature bridge? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective.